I make a video. I'm trying to make a video every month if I can. So I'll just talk about things I have and things I've picked up, things I'm selling, what I'm bringing to the show at the Ship Shawana Card Show in Indiana at the end of May. I've started pricing some stuff. I'll talk about the direction we're going in and the stuff we're leaving from, and just I like to talk about the market and what's going on in my collection. All right, so I'm not going to talk about sealed, and I'm not going to talk about modern, and I still have some modern, and I have sealed stuff, but I just don't really care about that stuff. So I'll start off with this. I bought this at the Michigan City Card Show about a month ago for $1,400, and because I bought it from somebody, he came up to me and we bought it for 80%. And I just sold it on eBay for $2,150. So after the fees and all that junk, I'm probably gonna be taking home like $1,800. So that was a good little profit there. I'll ship this off tomorrow. I'll go through the graded first, and while I'm talking. So my last video I was talking about mid-era and all this stuff. So I'm always going to stay in the mid-era, but it's always about what's the play. So right now I 100% think the play is these are sequential. The play is XY and black and white. I think mostly it's XY 2014 and then black and white, because Ancient Origins and below, they printed a lot less. And once you got into like the breakpoint, breakthrough, evolutions, all that junk, they started printing a lot more, so they're a lot higher pop, and I like the niche low pop stuff. So I've been buying a bunch of black and white in 2014 XY PSA 7s and 8s. I have a trade I just did on Veriswap for another like 10. Those I can show later, probably in your YouTube short or something. But right now, I know those weren't black and white XY, but I just wanted to go through the stuff we have. There's nothing in order. I didn't spend any time. I'm just like showing you the couple things I have at the moment all that stuff I just showed you I don't like at the moment. I picked up this Eclecticon, just a staff polyroll. I picked up a good amount of staff cards just because, I don't know, if they're staff and they're not from the early stuff, I think it's worth it. We picked up this Eclecticon. We traded away a bunch of the modern PSA 10s that we were up on. So and he took it at 90%, which is awesome. And at 90%, we profited on all those, and we got this. And we got the value at $2,000. I know last sale was $1,700, but it was an old cert on auction. But there was one that sold for $2,600 before that, and it was also an older cert. And this is a new cert, and I got it for $2,000 at a trade value. So I think this is a very good pickup. Plus, I like the VS series stuff. PSA Charizard, I picked this up for $500. We were able to get this for a deal because the guy that we bought it from, a bunch of people on eBay kept taking his same picture and then making a bunch of fake accounts and just posting it for like $80, $50, stuff like this. So like this card specifically I have on eBay, but with this cert number, there's literally like probably 10 more listings they all have it for like under $100. And I think the guy gave me a deal because he just said it's annoying to try to sell on eBay because of that reason. We picked up a Pop 1. Okay, so I love Loudred, and you'll see we have another really cool thing with Loudred, but I used to have the Hidden Legends in a PSA 10, the Crystal Guardian stamp PSA 10, I had like a bunch of other Loudred stuff. So this, you can see the guy bought it for $300, and then I bought it from the guy for $800. That seems like a lot. I know it's a Pop 1. I think I could minimum sell it for $1,000. So I think this is a decent pickup. Plus, I like Loudred. I just think it's cool. Also, the graded cards, they're not really specifically on some cards. I just put all the graded cards I had on cards. Some of them probably deserve it more than others. Doesn't matter. So this is what I was talking about. I think I showed this off in a video, but this trio right here, sequential. So you see, he like a little bit yells at him, and then he yells at him even more, and then he like screams at him, and Imakuni, like little dude, is just like sick, and they're all sequential. So the guy had it for 2,500 on eBay, and I sent an offer for 2,000 like a month ago, and he accepted it. And what's crazy is that each one of these, in their own right, are about pop 150 or less. And somehow there's two separate sequential trios, but the other guy has it listed for 2,800 right now, and it's European, so it's going to cost you like 3,100 if you wanted them. And it has like 125 watchers with like 3 in cart, so I think it'll sell soon. And it's got to be one of the only other sequential trios out there. So I think this thing minimum could be worth a $5,000 in the future. I think this is absolutely insane. I feel like nobody knows about it. I picked up this. Again, this is all like stuff that happened 2 months ago or a month ago. It's just the stuff I'm keeping. Like this Lugia I bought for like 400, and now it's like maybe 550, and I'm gonna keep it until it's worth 1,000 because it's pop 200 something. It's a Lugia, and breaks are still underrated. Here now we're gonna get into some of the black and white stuff, but it's kind of mixed. So like I'm buying stuff like this. Like I think I bought this for 200, and last sales were like 450 or something like that. And I just think all this stuff is just really cool. Probably got this for $100 flat. Okay, I don't have anything organized, but you'll see some other Shaman cards. So this card is a pop 3 and a 10, and it's like never sold. And then in a 9, I got this for $100, and it's got an Eevee in it and stuff. And I bought a CGC 10 for 300, and you might think that's really dumb. I think it's because it's like a pop 1 and a CGC 10, and there's no CGC 10 pristines. So I think the best grade you can possibly get for this card right now in the market is a CGC 10. So I bought it as well. So I have like 5 copies of this card now, just because I think it could be a play. I've already had this. I got this for like $200. Now it's like 500. Again, I want to wait till it's worth 1,000. Another V Series things we got for like $200. We think it could be a play. Okay, here's some more black and white stuff. Sharon got this in a 7 for like $30. So this is what I'm saying. Black and white stuff is like, it's all like super low pop, and they didn't have great quality control either. And I think getting them in near mint condition. So what's crazy is on TCG Player for all the mid era stuff, PSA 8s sell for more than near mint, and PSA 7s for most of the part sell for more than near mint on TCG Player. But for black and white, almost all the cards, you can buy them in 8s and 7s for cheaper than near mint. And you'll see some of the cards I can talk about are way. So I've just been buying the 7s and 8s because maybe in the future if I need to crack them and they go up, it's worth it. But it's like it proves that they're near mint. There's none of this, oh, I'm going to sell this card but it has a dent in it. I'm going to say it's near mint because people might not see it. Like that kind of shit. I don't want to do that. So I'm just buying as many stuffs in 8s and 7s as I can, and they're all so cheap. Like that Sharon was probably $30. This is like $40. This was like $30. I just think this, I don't really know why we have this. And then I'll tell you about the plasmas. Like this card, so there's the first time that Full Art Trainers ever came out was black and white. So I think all of them have so much potential. And this was like $80, and it's one of the plasmas. Like it looks so insane. And there's so much stuff I can't show you. So we sent off 176 cards to PSA, and I would say 100 of them are black and white XY stuff, and then a lot of our PSA ones from mid-era stuff, just bigger cards. But picked this up for like 280 or something, and it's like 400, which is awesome. I have the counterpart to this that I bought. I bought a PSA white Kyurem for like 350, and then I have the black Kyurem, so I'm gonna have them together. Bought this for $100 flat. Like this for $100 flat to me is just crazy. PSA 10. I know it's from Steam Siege, but I don't know. Just these trainers, like they all have texture. And it looks so nice. Like this Lysander, the PSA 9. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. I think I got this for like $25, so bought that. Got this for like nothing at Collecticon. More staff stuff. Bought this a while ago for like $20. I think there's like none in a 10 or something like that, and it's just stupid. Why would I not pick that up? Got this for like nothing. Now there's 8s and 7s. Probably got this for $100. Got this for like $65 on eBay. Again, breaks I think could be worth more. I think I graded this myself. I thought it had a shot at a 10, and I got a 9. I don't really have prices on any of the graded stuff because I haven't got there yet. Keep showing off stuff. Probably got this for like 140. Graded this ourselves. I don't know. Just picked this up for 160. I think, like, this is what I'm talking about. Getting this in a 7 for 160, I think is just such a good investment. Picked up one of these. I know these are kind of going crazy right now. Again, this type of stuff in 8s and 7s, I think. So look at the texture on all these cards. They all have a unique texture. Like, every single one has a different pattern. Zero Sig. Like, I think we got this for $25. Like, $25 for one of the first, like, full arts. Like, man. It's Iris. I mean, this is really from Black and White. Black and White. Got this for $100 flat. It's crazy. So I don't like megas. This is something I want to get rid of for sure. So if anybody wants this, I'm talking. I just want full art Pokemon. Like, I just want the base full arts Black and White cards of the Pokemon and the trainers. That's it. That's the stuff I think has real potential. Because when I first started, when I said I've been doing shows, it's only been for like 8 months or something, and it was the first thing was Mega Evolution cards, and then it started going to like the mid-era stuff, and then it started doing the stamps, and then the hollows, and then this, and then it's Japanese exclusives, and then there's always the next thing, and I think the next thing is Black and White full arts. But the one thing that I just realized this corner is kind of damaged. What the heck? Okay. The one thing that the one thing that hasn't jumped is Black and White full arts, and then the XY full arts. But the mega cards, if you look at the sales, they're not even close to their peak right now. So the mega cards, I think, actually already had their run. Now I think they're going to go back up again, but I want to hit the untapped thing like this. Like, I think that they're actually going to be one of the grails for Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. In XY base, there was a Venusaur, and I'll show you, and I have an XY base Blastoise. And there's no XY base Charizard, but there is a full art Charizard and Flashfire. So I think, and they all kind of resemble each other. So I think it'll be like known as like the Grails. You got like base set Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, and then you got like the Crystal Guardians of the 3. You got like Diamond and Pearl. You got the 3D of the trio. You got. There's like different stuff like that, but this, I think because these have crazy texture, I think that trio are just gonna be absolutely insane. I think they're gonna go up so much. Like the Flashfire Charizard, it's only a pop like 180. It's a pop 180. The Flashfire Full Art Charizard, that's insane for a Charizard. And I picked up one light. That's one of the things I sent off grading. I mean, I'll show you guys when they come back. We're going to have a crazy PSA reveal. But again, when I do that PSA reveal, they're not going to be a bunch of PSA 10s. Like, when people do these grade reveals, like, it's almost every single person, they just have a bunch of modern cards and they're aiming for 10s. Ooh, I want to add to the pop 6,000. Okay, this is the card. This is one of those cards I'm talking about. It's got this for 150 on auction on eBay. Raw. Cheapest you can buy is like 2,800 on TCG Player. Sorry, by raw I mean like just on TCG Player at least. So that means you can't buy it because obviously it's not worth 2,800. But there's none you can buy. And then last sales were 350 near mint. And this is a new cert, so you know a new cert 7 is near mint. You know it is. And I got it for 150. That's just crazy. So I think there's maybe this next auction, and most of the stuff's all Z and G stuff but like maybe this week or maybe the next week might be the last opportunity to get those 7s and 8s for cheaper than near mint. This card, I think it's like a pop 4,000 or 3,000. There's a lot, but dude, just look at it. I picked this up in beginning of March for like 300 or for like 200 something or low 300. It's already like 480 or something like that, and it's so nice. So I think that has potential. This card's like a pop 200 or 140 or something, and it's just like, again, the texture is insane. And it's from Ancient Origins. There was a sale that just happened for $750, by the way, so that's also perfect. And I think we got that for around 300 or 400. Oh, here's the Blastoise. So the Blastoise and the Venusaur. Where the heck is where did I put that at? Oh, there it is. But yeah, the Blastoise and the Venusaur. These come out of the same set. And then there's a Flashfire Charizard that goes with this, and I just think all three of them side by side. I sent off all three of them together. Hopefully, I genuinely think there's a shot for all of them to get 7s, but I have a feeling that maybe they might get 6s because that's just how hard stuff is. But I'm gonna have so much sequential stuff that'll be sweet. All right, got this for like 600 or 550. Really, like, Collecticon last sales was 700. And I mean, there's an Espeon and there's a Umbreon and stuff of these full arts, and they look insane. But this Glaceon, like, gosh, looks so good. We graded this ourselves. My brother got this for $200 raw, graded in a CGC 9. As soon as we graded it, it was worth like 900 because the Mega stuff was going crazy. Now it's worth like 500. But again, when the Mega stuff picks up again, like, this could easily be a $1,000 card. It's just because there's the shiny version and there's all that stuff, but it just looks so nice. Now this is right here is one of the cards I think has the most potential out of everything I picked up. Reason why: Black and White was when full art trainers first came out, and the beginning sets, they didn't have the crazy texture. They just have a gray border. You'll see that with the Cobalion, the Thundurus, the Landorus, all those. This card, like, in a 10, it's like pop 200 or something. But I think if you had to ask a bunch of people, I think they would say their favorite, like a lot of people's favorite trainers are N, and out of all the trainers, this is the best trainer, is the N. And I think this will widely be known as like the best and the original trainer, like the best full art trainer that there is, the Grail. And getting it a 9.5 for $200 flat, I think is absolutely absurd. Because the PSA 9s have been selling for for more than 200. And I think long term, I know 9.5 CGC, like, is honestly with 9.5s, like, I mean, this one honestly has a shot at like a PSA 9, but like, a lot of times, like, you go a whole grade under for PSA, sometimes even less. So like, if I sent this PSA, I wouldn't even be surprised if somehow, you know how it is, like, somehow I would get an 8. But like, I think being 9.5, I think it could equal a PSA 9 value. So I think this right here is gonna be a heat card for the future. And then some more. I still have more slabs. Sorry about that. So a PSA 8 just sold for 600. And I saw this at a card shop for $300 in the Tag 8. And honestly, Tag has been selling for as much as PSA. I mean, you look at the Misaki Gengar, the PSA 10 sold for $96,000. The Tag 10 sold for $107,000 or something like that. And like, I had a Tag 10. I sent off all my modern slabs I had left. It ended up being like 11,000 or something. All of it, I just sent to Z&G, and that should be ending not this week, but next week. And I had like a Tyranitar Tag 10. And if you look at the sales on that, they were the same as the PSA 10. Like, so I genuinely think that I could at least sell this for 500. And I got it for 300. And this card just is sweet. Again, I don't do the stamps and stuff as much anymore just because they're going absolutely absurd. I had a bunch of 10s at one point, and I sold them all for like 400, and now they're like 2,000. So I'm trying to stay away from stamps right now just because of the hype. But when I find stuff like that, I still want to pick it up. Some stuff I picked up for like less than 100 or stuff like that, 8.5. These two, I mean, I bought them both together for $375. I think that in the future, if Black and White stuff goes up in XY and stuff like that, I think that I could sell these for like $350 a piece, maybe. Couple more things. Oh, if you guys are still watching, sorry. Vending series. Another staff card. Okay, that is pretty. I think that's like pretty much all my slabs. Now I gotta move everything out of the way. I'm gonna pause it for a second.